Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Moonlight Drive-In.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Moon, and I welcome you to the Moonlight Drive-In. How's everybody doing? Whoever showed up to watch this stream. I gotta be honest with you. I have lost all the notes that I had prepared for the past couple of weeks on tonight's show, but I'm just gonna wing it because that's as spontaneous as it can be, and we are here to have a little bit of fun, as you can see, and this is gonna get better and more quality wise later on down the road. But right now, I am here to talk to you and to entertain you for quite a little bit on tonight's evening. If you don't know, I am Moon, and welcome all. I really have not much experience in talking to people like this, but I do enjoy talking about movies, especially movies I enjoy. You can blame Matt Jarbo for that. If you haven't, go watch his live streams on $3 Theater. He is a highly entertaining individual. I am not, but I'm going to try to be as honest as I can. Well, anyway, where was it? Hold on, give me a second. If I am still new to this, give me a second. Yeah. Have that as the background music because I don't want to have any dead air behind me. So, now to begin this whole thing, and I would really like to introduce why I started a movie talk live stream, because it's kind of a very dour place at the moment. Outside of every other space you want, everybody's infighting and being such a bunch of cunts out there. Terrible people. I really, especially when I hear from a lot of people that really used to enjoy movie talk, they just don't want to deal with anything like this. I wanted a place where people could just, talk about movies without, turning into a fucking shouting match about box office numbers or whatever the fuck Rotten Tomatoes is, Basically, it's my excuse to hang out with other movie fans and celebrate cinema. Whether you and I share the same definition of movies and cinema and what's good and bad, it's totally up to you. But I just really like to have fun here. So anyway, this coming week we got the Supergirl movie coming up, and what a nothing burger it's gonna be. There's hardly any hype to it, as much as I'd like to have hype on it, because I am a very big DC fan. The movie is probably not going to make as much money, but that really isn't going to matter. I'm going to go enjoy it. I'm going to go watch it 6 times with my friends and family, and hopefully I will be entertained. And I hope you will be too if you go ahead and watch it. Now anyway, I'm also losing a lack of sleep from last night. I ended up watching Superman from last year again. I was just gonna watch a little bit of the intro and then go right to bed, but I just ended up watching the whole thing, which is a very colorful movie in my opinion, and it's also a very fun movie to watch. Despite what other people would say, despite what Zack Snyder fans and James Gunn fans, anti-fans, I enjoyed the pacing through it. I enjoyed the actors' performances in it, especially Corn Sweat. My God, it is, as a Superman fan, I enjoyed the movie, but I can see a little bit of the critiques a lot of people would say. It is very lacking in story and depth in it that hasn't been trod upon, especially compared to the Man of Steel movie from 2013, which to be fair is an awesome movie in its own also. But knowing that Warner Brothers itself is such a colossal fuck up, so they're like a chicken without their head. You know, their head cut off. They just keep running around making mistakes and shit. So anyway, what was that? I went to see what was the last movie I went to go see? We went to go see Mortal Kombat 2. No, that was a month ago. I forgot what we were watching. Went to see the whole Mando and Grogu movie a couple weeks ago. And by far it is, I don't know, it felt more of a TV movie in this production wise, and not that it wasn't bad or anything, not that it was bad or anything. It was an awesome action packed movie. But it also, like I said, it felt like watching like a 6-episode season. I paid a good money to go watch that, but it was pretty good. I didn't have a problem, but it was just something to sink your teeth into if you wanted to go watch the Star Wars movies on a big screen. I'm just trying to remember what else we see. I know I'm drawing a blank here because I don't have my notes in front of me anymore. Let me see. I went to go see the what do you call that one? The Backrooms with my cousin a couple weeks before that too. And I gotta say, man, liminal horror space. Always thought it was creepy when I was watching it in YouTube pages and all that stuff. But overall, it was a very, how do you say, on the edge of your seat kind of movie because you don't know what the hell was going on in there. Let's see. God damn it! I keep forgetting where it's everything. I'm sorry about this. I haven't streamed in a while, so everything is moved on, or I have configured shit. I should have configured it before I started streaming. Fuck. Mistake number one. You know what? I'm gonna have to redo this again. I wanted to really do the whole thing today, but I just can't. Not what I'm in. I thought I was gonna be able to wing it, but it's so difficult right now. You know what? I'm gonna have to call this one. I'm gonna chop this up at the. I won't say the first episode. Then I'm gonna have to redo this whole thing again. Oh my god, what am I doing? Nope. I can't find my fucking notes. I don't remember destroying them. I don't remember deleting them off my phone. Yes. Oh, that sucks, man. I really was looking forward to the whole thing. What the fuck just happened? What the fuck is going on with my goddamn computer? Now it's acting up again. What the fuck is going on here? You know what? No, I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna continue. I don't really want to be. Like I said, I'm not that much of a professional right here. I'm doing a very amateurish job all this time. So, give me a second. I'm gonna mute myself for a second and. Alright, I'm back. Well, since we are here to discuss movies, especially old and good movies, especially your favorite ones, I'm gonna have to break one of my favorite ones from back when I started watching movies as an adult. And I'd like to bring out one of my most watched movies, even in its under an uncut director's cut and all that stuff. I actually enjoyed this one, and let's talk about The Watchmen. This is a movie that released in 2009, directed by Zack Snyder, based on the very exact controversial comic book from DC, The Watchmen, by Alan Moore and Dave Gibbons. I mean, Alan Moore, the wizard of all comic books, since he likes to worship a snake goddess or something like that. Now, this movie often is considered almost near perfect adaptation of a comic book work. Almost one for one shot. If you've ever read the book, which I read the book after I saw the movie, which is almost like the way you're supposed to, because you never know, you're gonna be ruining yourself with the book being better than the movie. But the movie it's on par with the book. The book is amazing, just as great as the movie. Whether you love it or hate it, or somewhere in between, it's a movie that everybody loves. There's like even the small parts, that like you might criticize, like the extended fight scenes and all that stuff, and choices of the wardrobe. And other than that, just pretty minor stuff. But overall, it is a near perfect movie, a near perfect adaptation that you don't really see often a lot these days. What's up, Cajun? How you doing, man? I'm glad you showed up. One of my first live stream for the movie talk. And let's get back to the point. Watchmen came out at a time when superhero movies were coming up, especially with Marvel. Marvel was starting with Iron Man and Incredible Hulk the year before. The Watchmen was a league on its own, in my opinion, since it's a standalone movie. You don't have to watch anything before, and you don't have to watch anything after. You can watch you can watch the movie in its entirety and have fun with it. And me, as I was starting as a young adult, as a comic book fan, I didn't buy comic books until I was like 17. So this was right up my alley. I didn't know anything about it. I just heard it was very risque for this time, especially since it came out at the time, I think at the same time as Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns, which is awesome. And we're going to have to talk about animated movies later on. But The Watchmen in itself, it came at a time, like I said, when superhero movies were up on the rise. Marvel was still fractured. DC can't get a leg on because they haven't made I think this is the time when The Dark Knight for Christopher Nolan at the time also. So a lot of these movies were really, really dark. And this was very violent. I gotta tell you, this was a very gritty, dirty, very violent movie. But it has its charm, and it's very colorful. And the color palette, the yellow and black, is just chef's kiss, my friend. A lot of good in the aesthetic choices of changing a lot of the costumes, especially for Night Owl, Ozymandias, and the Silk Spectre. But they kept true to form with the comedian, Dr. Manhattan. You really didn't have to change much about Dr. Manhattan, other than, he's basically naked like 78% of the movie. I mean, the only time you ever seen him wear clothes was when on the poster where he's wearing a male dong, for God's sake. And Richard Nixon. That prosthetic nose on the actor who played Richard Nixon in the movie. Jesus, no man, that is ridiculous, my friend. You know. And Rorschach. Oh my God, Rorschach, the comedian. A lot of these characters in this movie, especially if you read the book, if you read the book after you watch the movies, a lot of these characters are very interesting, especially Rorschach and the comedian. What's up, Aries? You're late for the party as always. Hey, the comedian, they went a little bit of soft on him in the movie compared to what happened to him in the movie. In the book, because in the book he was a lot more fucked up than in the movie. But it towed the line in the movie, but like it did enough to drive the point across of what a piece of shit he was. Right? And Rorschach, man, what a character. What a character that guy was. And going into this movie, it's like watching. Rorschach reminded me a little bit of the chaotic nature of the Dark Knight's Joker with Heath Ledger. Very chaotic, very dangerous, very like you never know when he's gonna snap, but you know he will snap. So you just gotta watch out for this guy. But Rorschach, the actor who played him, amazing, you know. Patrick Wilson. I think this is my first time ever talking about Patrick Wilson, or was he in something else? I don't remember, but he was pretty good. You know, Jackie Earl Haley. Give him the fucking Oscar for this one, because he was the crazy redhead, the crazy ginger in this movie. You know, overall violent, has a pretty good message, but and I'm gonna be frank here. I'm gonna be frankly Mo here. At this time of my life, when I was watching movies, I really did not really pay attention to whatever dialogue or anything happening. I grew up as an action movies kind of kid, so a lot of the stuff I did not like. I did not like dialogue. I did not like, exposition. So at this time, I was by myself as an adult, I started paying attention to small details and all that stuff, and I love the details in this movie. It's like a lot of information passed you by if you don't understand what's going on. Me as a '90s kid, I grew up in I was born in '89. I grew up as a '90s kid, so I like a lot of this stuff. It's like almost close to home because you can understand the '80s aesthetic. All the music and the shit, the trends and all that. What a lot of people seem to not get is especially if you talk to someone like Matt Jarbo, and it's not a diss on him. He's a smarter person than me, and he understands more things, and he can think faster than me, or think in different ways. But Dr. Manhattan. Dr. Manhattan is, in my opinion, the in movie form or in medium form that wasn't just comic books. Dr. Manhattan is the first the indifferent Superman. It's the Superman that didn't seem to care because he lost all humanity. He got detached. He figured out how powerful he is. And I agree with Cajun. I do miss this era of superhero movies where a lot of it wasn't just continuity based. A lot of this was just like single form, and like you had your Batman movies and your Batman, you got your Watchmen and your Watchmen, Iron Man and his Iron Man, Hulk and his Hulk. It wasn't until like Disney got their bought Marvel and started putting them all together in the same universe, which is a very, very lucrative business decision to do, But overall, this whole whodunit movie, The Watchmen, I'm easily sidetracked, So that's what I like about it. This is why I wanted to do this whole live stream thing, And this movie is also it's like a time capsule of the 80s and basically 70s and 60s also, since you got a lot of Cold War rhetoric, a lot of Cold War stuff, music. I got introduced to Bob Dylan through this, you know. I know, shocker. I mean, I grew up with like new metal and shit, but this movie got me into Bob Dylan and a lot of other 80s music, 99 Love Balloons and all that stuff, you know. But I love the aesthetic in the movie. It's very, very dirty, very grimy. It's not clean. It's not, you know, how you say, it's not monotonous in its color palette, and everything seems lived in this movie, in this story, you know. And 100%, I would always recommend this movie to everyone. It's always a fun watch, especially if you get to the times they are a changing, aren't they, Brian? I mean, Aries. It's like it's a very nitty gritty movie. It is a fun movie to watch too. But like I said, if you want to watch the Watchmen and you want to have a good time, I suggest you watch the 4-hour version, the ultimate cut. You know, with the extra added hour of scenes and the comic book that's spliced in between, almost like if you're reading the novel itself. I know the ending is different, but I think someone I don't remember who it was who told me this, who said it out loud, but the ending. Yeah, exactly, bro. Aries. Exactly. I have to learn to do this. There you go. Exactly. It is dark, gritty, and almost deconstructive look of what superheroes compared to the Supermans, the Batmans, and all that stuff. You know. Oh my God, the hardcover! You son of a bitch, man. That is. You got gold here, my friend. Although I gotta say, the weak link in the casting, in my opinion, in this entire movie, it has to be Sil Spector, played by Carla Gugino. Totally overshadowed by everybody else. I don't know why. Even Moloch, the old man that got killed in his apartment, that guy had a better role than Miss Gugino over here. She seems almost like if you almost take her out of the movie, even though she is a linchpin between almost all of them, all of the characters, you can still like have a very cohesive story. I think, in my opinion, you know. But I do like her character. It's very broken. A broken home, broken child. You know, she did not like the way she was raised, and it almost reminds me of the girl from the Boys, the Starlight. I think that's her name. You know, a very pushy mother. You know, always had to live under her mother's shadow and all that stuff. Being very repressed childhood. Night Owl. For a man who has almost has the entire presence in the movie as the Batman, the one half of Batman in his entire with Rorschach. Night Owl, an impotent man who wants to do good, but he doesn't have the drive unless he's in the suit. Like, his identity is the suit, which is another analogy, a take on Batman. Like, Batman is Bruce Wayne's true identity. Bruce Wayne is the mask. You know, Night Owl, he seems to can't move on from the life that was taken from him. You know? Yeah, she was almost forgettable in the movie, Night Owl I enjoyed because he asked. I don't know why, and I don't know how people will take it, but I kind of relate to Night Owl as a person, as a man. You know, like he found something that he was good at, and he enjoyed it. He made it his life. But then, as soon as it was taken from him, and he is a bit of a pushover, unlike Batman, but he is a bit of a pushover. He had to hang up the cowl, and resume a normal life, which is almost like a death sentence for, almost like retirement for an old person. Like when he doesn't do anything, he yearns for the night on the street, beating up crooks and saving the damsels in distress and all that stuff. He enjoyed the thrill because normal life has no meaning for him. And if you get what I'm talking about. Now, Rorschach, on the other hand, is the other end of Batman. He also can't live outside the mask, but he tries. He blends in to get information, to see what others don't see. He's basically the vagrant, the homeless person. Like, you just don't notice him, Oh yeah, the one the night above. I get it. Oh man. Now Ozymandias also doesn't really have a lot of screen time in this movie, but he has he reminds me a bit of Dark Sidious, where he's basically in the background, in the shadows. All of it is his machinations, his plan. Until you see it at the end, he is truly the smartest man on the earth, But overall, everybody here in his entire cast, the comedian, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, this solidified Jeffrey Dean Morgan in the eyes of a lot of people. The comedian stole the spotlight, just like how Kato stole the spotlight from the Mortal Kombat movies, the recent ones. Like, none of the other characters are that interesting enough to fucking care about, but they're there. But the comedian, he's the linchpin to the whole entire thing. Because it's his murder, his death at the beginning of the movie, which is an awesome fight scene, by the way. Very, very good in the slow motion, very good use in the slow motion and graphic detail, But he's, in my opinion, stole the show. He was the most interesting character in this because he is a son of a bitch. He is a depraved, degenerate bastard. And he doesn't shy away from it. He somehow enjoys it. He's like a justified Joker, in my opinion. Yeah, dude, yeah. Ozymandias is the smartest man in the world. Pulled the fast one over God, over Superman over here, who can see timelines, past and present and future, and shit that haven't yet happened. But the comedian was the one thing that gave away Ozymandias' plan because he killed him. And the comedian, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Oh my God. Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Oh my God. He played the shit out of it. If you haven't seen The Walking Dead, where he plays Negan, you can see a little bit of the comedian in there. The smile, the smugness, the ever-chilling presence of his eyes. Jeffrey Dean Morgan as the comedian, top-notch, golden, platinum tier character right there, And it is with Ozymandias as the smartest man in the world, killing the comedian is what caused his entire Rorschach case thing to happen. If he didn't kill the comedian, or if he didn't make a big scene of killing the comedian, Rorschach would not have paid attention to any of it, and Ozymandias would have gone. His plan would have gone without a fucking hitch. Because if you can fool God like Dr. Manhattan, like you're basically shoot in. But because Ozymandias got cocky, he fucking killed the comedian, and boom, domino effect, everything all the way to the Antarctic. That fight scene, I gotta say, people, when I remember watching the movie, and remember, I was not a big comic book fan until at that time. I was just starting out buying, dollar issue. I didn't see I didn't buy the Watchmen book until after the movie. But like, a lot of complaints from fans I get is what they would say the unnecessary fight scenes. It just screamed. What was the word they used? It screamed unnecessary, and it just seemed like a Hollywood decision that shouldn't have been made. But I'll say this: the fight scenes give a little bit more breathing room for the entire movie, because a lot of them don't really last that long, especially the fight scene at the end, the prison fight scene. We'll get you the Street Fighter thing. Don't worry, man. I'll be right there. But like I said, The Watchmen, it ages well, in my opinion. The costumes have grown on me, except for Silk Spectre. Something about, I don't know, her costume, it just screamed uninspired. Yeah, we could have gone without the alley fight scene, but I wouldn't take it out if I was given a chance. Like I said, overall the movie is near perfect. As a comic book movie, it is one of the best. It's one of the top tier movies, up there with Batman '89. Yeah, it was the alley fight scene was an action just for the sake of action. It had to sprinkle that in for the normies, And I don't shy away that a lot of things that are added to, like especially comic book movies, a lot of unnecessary shit is added into it to pad the time, but it's also just for like the normal people, people like, especially for fucking people with ADHD, you gotta have something to throw them, you just keep continuing like. Oh yeah, the prison fight scene did not last long. It was just a one over-the-top hallway scene, kind of like the raid and all that kind of stuff. But it didn't last long, and it did its job. The fight scene at the end, though, that was top-notch, perfect, And I like the themes of the movie, and this. Especially since it's very on the nose, especially on the name, The Watchmen. Especially if you see all the graffiti and everything, like who watches The Watchmen? All you have to do, if you understand that phrase, especially because you will see it all over the movie. You even like it is almost like how The Boys are. And if you're a big comic book fan, the Authority for DC, who watches The Watchmen, who polices the police, if you understand that what it is. And this entire, one of my favorite parts of this entire film also is even though, like I said, I've seen the movie before the book, the whole movie had me at the edge of my seat with anxiety of how this whole, political, turmoil between Russia and the United States, holy shit, stop fucking with each other and you just, sit down, people, Especially when you got the scenes of Richard Nixon, which I still gotta say, the guy who played the part of Richard Nixon and that prosthetic nose of his, Jesus Christ. that was pretty good. I would have liked to have a scene with the Russian premiere, but you can't add too much. And And you can see a lot of the how a lot of the public distrust in the heroes, which is a very very jarring scene if you understand. Yeah, that was pretty good, Maker. The public trust, and at this time, I was a lot of mainstream, a lot of mainstream comic book movies really didn't touch that kind of topic about the public trust with superheroes and everything, because basically, the superheroes are acting without supervision, without having anybody to, how do you say, what's the word I'm looking for? Accountability. Oh, and you don't really question that as a kid or as a teenager when you're reading these comic books, but as an adult, you see that everybody here. I have mistrust of the government, of the people in power, or people who wield power. A lot of distrust in that, and it's so, and this entire movie and also book is, how you say, it touches upon that. And if you haven't seen the Justice League Unlimited TV show from back in 2005, I did not pick up on it. Like I said, I was media literate. And Justice League Unlimited did touch upon this whole, like, accountability of superheroes, Amanda Waller, Lex Luthor, the government, the Justice Lords, all that kind of stuff. It's very reminiscent of that when it comes to public trust and a lot of the hero worshiping, because all these people here, besides them being superheroes or vigilantes, as the movie and books will say, no one in the public likes that, because I think these are like second or third generation superheroes, and these are basically a lot more violent than the first generation, like Night Owl 1 and Captain Bill, something like that. I forget the name. And a lot of that shit is fucked up, man. A lot of this dark history stuff and deconstruction of the basic superhero model, the Watchmen did a pretty good job without it beating you over the head with it. There's a lot of media these days, especially the boys. And I'm gonna touch on the boys later on, maybe on another stream, because I don't really want to be dragging a lot of. I have some choice words for the creator, Garth Ennis, or Enos, whatever his name is. Like, him and Frank Miller are top-notch comic book people, but the influence that the mark that they left on the landscape that is our favorite hobby, I would say had some lasting damages, but I'll touch on that on another stream. Let's get back to the Watchmen. Let's see. Now, the ending to the Watchmen. That is the only thing, if I can remember correctly, it is the only thing that was changed besides the costumes and besides a few choice of dialogue. The ending of the movie, I think, was a lot more, how do you say, what's the word I'm looking for? The ending, instead of just the big giant psychic octopus dying in the middle of Manhattan, I think it was a little bit more, the movie did the change. Oh, dude, Cajun, dude, I would not recommend getting the boys comic book. That's just my opinion. That's just, if you ask me. But if you want to buy them, buy them. They are terrible compared to the TV show. But if you want to buy them, go ahead. It's up to you. You've been warned. I've read the books. I've read the first book, the first issue of The Boys. It is not for me, and this is one of the main reasons why I do not like Garfiennes. I own some Garfiennes Punishers. He does a good job on that one, but The Boys, it is not, in my opinion, a very well written book. It is popular because how fucked up it is, but duly noted, it is Garfiennes we're talking about here, and they're lighting fucking fireworks outside right now. Just when I'm streaming. Yeah, The Boys, it's fucked up. Garfiennes has a very fucked up sense of humor and a very fucked up sense of the view of a comic book. He's not a traditional comic book art, traditional superhero comic book guy. So that's what I'm saying. The Boys TV show at least sands down the edginess, because Garfield has the edginess of a 13-year-old emo goth kid, you know. Take with that as you will. But he is very popular, and people do like his work. And more power to them. I just would not recommend it. Yeah, just like I already said, it is more depraved. The books are more depraved, and it's like there is no one to like in the book. Even the ones you will like they become a little bit more bastards later. They become more bastards as the fucking books go on, you know. But at least the TV show for The Boys, it's more well rounded in my opinion. It makes more sense, you know. Carl Urban does a pretty good job as Billy Butcher. It's just I can't stand looking at Billy Butcher in the motherfucking comic book, because Billy Butcher. Yeah, the show is not too bad. It is good. I do recommend watching the show. You know, I'm in the middle of season 2. I think I'm almost at the end of it. I think maybe, and I can't wait to finish the whole thing when I get a chance. But like Billy Butcher in the book, oh my fucking god, I could not put that book away. I almost bought it. It's a good thing the guy let me look at the fucking first couple of pages before I made a decision, because my god, I would not. No way. Yeah. It's as bad as that Frank Miller's like jihadi comic book. Oh my god, that was just terrible. And back to the task at hand, The Watchmen. I know we're all over the place, man, but that is why that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to do this. Like, we're having fun. We're talking about stuff we enjoy. We're not angry at each other. We're not yelling at each other. We're not fucking calling each other cunts. We're not talking about how bad a movie is because it's some buzzword that they're gonna throw out there. I just love talking about the movies I enjoy. You can blame Mike Jarvo on that, and I'll tell you that much. You know, I'll leave a link to the description if you don't know who he is, but he's a very good and very big in AI right now. So, but whatever. Other than that, The Watchmen, I do recommend it. It is one of the best movies ever made, in my opinion. And I have not seen as much movies as anybody else. But The Watchmen, I watched 17 times. That's not including the 4-hour director's cut, which I do recommend you buy if you haven't already. Get it on Blu-ray. Get it done. You know. Which brings me to my next thing. Give me a second. Let's see. Give me a moment. a moment. You guys talking to chat me before? Give me a second. I'm looking for something. Give me a second. Jesus Christ, I can't find a fucking issue. Give me another minute. Give me another minute. Jesus Christ, man. I can't find a fucking picture to save my life. Fucking finally. There we go. Alright. It's kind of fucking hard to find a goddamn picture of this one. So anyway, this coming, like I said at the beginning of the stream, this coming Friday, or if you're impatient, is they're having a stream on a fan streaming for, I think, Wednesday. And we got Supergirl coming up. And I don't know how to tell you this. I am not feeling any hype at this at all. I want to watch the movie. I am a loyal DC fan. But that's not the only reason I want to watch this movie. Because I am interested in watching the Supergirl movie. Because let me tell you, I've watched the original Supergirl movie from the 80s. And that was terrible. I don't know if you've seen it. I recommend you don't. And this one is, I can't guarantee it's going to be a big movie as I would love it to be, because let's be honest, as Marvel has overshadowed DC, not just in popularity in movies, but in character-wise. They had, I don't know, Marvel had the 10 years to add and introduce movies. Like, I think 16 years now. I don't remember when was the first Avengers movie, I think. Marvel then slowly introduce these characters. Not give everyone their own movie. I'll tell you that much. But they introduce their characters a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Organically. Because a lot of the times you should understand, if you ever seen the Zack Snyder movies, they felt, especially the Batman vs. Superman movie, a lot of the characters, especially the founding members of Justice League, just felt super forced. You know? It was super forced to compete with Marvel. And I see that as Warner Brothers one of many flaws as a company. And if you're a comic book fan, you understand where I'm coming from with this. DC just can't seem to get out of his own way. You know? If you know what the New 52 was back in 2011. You ain't wrong, Aries. You ain't wrong. If you if you've been a comic book fan for the past 10 to 16, 20 years, if you remember the New 52 from 2011, that is a big evidence of how DC and Warner Brothers cannot keep their shit together. They can't keep their story straight. It's like a fucking snitch, man. You know, without being a snitch. Like, I remember when the New 52 came out, and they were like, it's brand new. We're gonna have cohesive stories. Characters don't know each other, and it's completely brand new, so you can, like, it's gonna be completely brand new, so new people can jump in without the baggage of history. Dude, then you started really, really late. I started like 4 years before that. But it's not a bad time to start. I like the New 52. It has a lot of flaws, but overall, I enjoyed it. Would I bring it back? No. I would prefer to keep whatever's going on right now. It's like DC and Warner Brothers. The New 52 is the blueprint of how don't you fuck shit up when you start something new. You know? Like I said, when they started out with the New 52, with new number ones, new backstory, new universe, like these are all your favorite superheroes, but like with a different, like, starting from number one, and it says like, oh, we're gonna be cohesive, they're gonna interact with each other, they're gonna reference each other. It's all gonna be so connected. It'll be so connected. You'll be kicking yourself in the ass, like how connected it is. But even after the 1 year, they were fucking things up. There were inconsistencies. There were things that weren't happening. They forgot to erase Batman's origin, the history of the Robins. The Green Lantern still has his origin, the history of the War of the Lights. And I'm like, you said this was gonna be a brand new start. What the fuck is all this shit from the last one? You know? And overall, that's where they fucked up. 6 years, I think it's in 2016, where DC was like, well, okay, we fucked up. Let's just go back to where we started. I mean, where we left off in 2011. I'm like, 6 years, the people that enjoyed the New 52 were bamboozled out of that. And a lot of people that enjoyed the original stuff were glad the New 52 was gone. Case in point, the DC superhero movies. Ever since the end of The Dark Knight Rises, I think that's the last one. You know, it wasn't a really great send off for Batman, in my opinion. I did not like. It was the weakest point of the Batman trilogy. But then they were like, oh, we're gonna start anew with the new Superman movie, which we haven't had a Superman since 2006, with the failure that was the Brandon Routh Superman Return, which I enjoyed, by the way. I enjoyed. You cannot tell me that was not a good Superman movie. It was pretty good, in my opinion, for what it was trying to do. It just didn't stick to landing. There was, how Matt would say, like trying to recapture the magic from the 80s and 70s, which is almost set to fail. But then we got 2013. We got The Man of Steel. I remember how hyped that was for The Man of Steel. I remember the teaser trailer. I remember the trailer. I cried. That shed a tear. Like my friends were looking at me like I was fucking crazy, because the Man of Steel. If you haven't had I'm a big Superman fan. I enjoy almost everything Superman. Okay, the Man of Steel movie was like, all right, we're gonna start off on the right foot. We're gonna start the whole universe. We're gonna do what Marvel's doing, and we're gonna compete. This competition is good for business, in my opinion. It's like in wrestling. Lo and behold, how fucked up, how fucking stupid and incompetent are the people running Warner Brothers at that time, and currently at this moment too. Okay? You got Man of Steel. It did well. It did gangbusters. And not only because it was a Superman movie, but it's because we haven't had a Superman movie quite like Man of Steel. It was heavy on the action. It was very special effectsy, but it had a good story. Very, very unique story. Okay. How long was it before like Batman vs Superman? I think like 2-3 years after that one. Batman v Superman hits the theaters. Everybody's like, "Oh my God, it's Batman and Superman. They're gonna fight each other. It's gonna be like the Dark Knight Returns, kind of thing." Because Batman is old and Superman is young, and like all that shit. Like they're gonna be the introduction of Lex Luthor, and if you watch that movie in theaters, it is such a colossal fuck up. If you paid attention, they cut 30 minutes of the movie. In its theatrical release, you cut 30 minutes of the movie that were important for the story to flow right. Now tell me this, what the fuck is wrong with you? So, Batman v Superman happened. Wonder Woman came out in that one. And I can tell you that overall the movie was saved by Wonder Woman appearing. I remember the raucous crowd. It was 3 movies in one. The Batman v Superman was so good in its director's cut version. The ultimate cut, whatever you want to call it. Do not watch the theatrical cut. It is a waste of your time, and it is just sickening of what Warner Brothers did to take off 30 minutes of that movie, and then to let it die in the movie, get it lambasted by critics, because the movie in theatrical form is incomplete and it made no sense. A lot of shit was cut out that was important to the plot. Shut up, Joseph. Get the fuck out of here. So, a year after the movie came out in theatrical release, and then it got released in DVD alongside with the ultimate cut, which is just retarded in business sense, because we're talking about Warner Brothers here. They don't know what the fuck they're doing, and they think they know what they're doing. It's just like a blind leading the blind, All right, it can be forgiven that the Batman v Superman, whatever the fuck it was named, like, all right, this sets up the Justice League down the road. You got Wonder Woman coming up after that one. Terrific movie. Very, very, very good movie. You got Aquaman, which was a sleeper hit, by the way. Played by Lobo himself, Jason Momoa, who will practically play anything you give him. Hell, give him the Sailor Moon thing, That'd be hilarious as fuck. Yeah, hold on. Now I gotta find it. What the fuck? Give me a second. I don't know if you guys saw that. Shit. Give me a second. Give me a second. Yeah, Lobo under the sea, he would have probably eaten all the crustaceans. Let's see. Let me see if I can put it on here. That's where are you?
Moon Prism Power! Makeup!
Let's give him the Oscar for this. Now that, I would pay good money to see that shit because it is fucking hilarious. Yeah. Hey, have a good night, Cajun. I'll see you next time, alright? Much love, bruh. Fuck it. Let's watch that again one more time.
Moon Prism Power! Makeup!
Oh my god, that is just terrific use of AI. But like I said, Jason Momoa could work in any movie. I mean, he probably will take any job. You know, he's like the Samoan. I think he's Samoan. Pacific Islander Tom Cruise. He'll just take anything. So we got Aquaman. We got Wonder Woman, Aquaman. I think Aquaman was after. Yeah, I think Aquaman was after Justice League. Okay, so it was Wonder Woman, then Justice League. Which I gotta tell you, if you've seen the original cut of the Justice League, the Joss Whedon cut, that got out the theatrical, which is another way DC fumbled, in my opinion. You know. And then they had to. It took them like what 6 years later for what do you call them? For the Zack Snyder cut to come out for a 6-hour movie, and just for it to need to nowhere. Then you got the new Superman movie that came out last year, which did okay, moderately, I think. It was barely a success. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I watched it last night again. But now you got the Supergirl movie coming in. That's this Friday. I'm going to go watch it. Not an IMAX, because it's not worth the IMAX price or the experience. But then you have to think about what the fuck is going on with Warner Brothers and Paramount. You got Paramount getting the okay from the courts to buy Warner Brothers, and a lot of people are not seeing that any of this is going to matter after that, because who knows, another change in fucking direction, another reboot, and by that time I think people are going to stop caring about it. I think Marvel movies themselves are already like dropping out of style. You know, you got Doomsday coming up, and they're waiting for them they're waiting for that to save their bacon. I think they're gonna introduce the X-Men in there, which is like pulling a trump card. Oh, shut up, Joseph. Go back to your tortilla. You know what, man? You know what? Give me a second. Give me a second. Here you go, Joseph. Okay. Alright. Okay, so I guess I can't go here. Give me a second. I'm gonna mute myself for a moment. Hold on, I don't know what the fuck is going on. No, for some reason my fucking mic, I accidentally muted myself. What the fuck is going on here? Man, what the hell is going on here? That is fucking strange. I was able to. That's just weird. That's just extraño. I'll figure it out some other way. Anyway, so overall, I don't think Supergirl is gonna do a very good job in money wise, but overall, I hope it is a fun movie. I'm still gotta go see Masters of the Universe, and I think there's another movie coming out. I keep forgetting what it is. But overall, that was much it for today. I was almost gonna call this. I was almost gonna cancel the stream like 10 minutes in because I lost all my notes. fucking deleted everything. Oh man, that was fun though. I just fucking hell. Oh yeah, hey Joseph, did you get your phone fixed yet? Did you get a new one? I mean, I think you can afford a new phone with your, with your Writers Guild, salary. Overall, today has been a very good success in my opinion. I really wish Trish was here. She said she was going to be here, but I guess it's a little bit too late on her part of the end. But overall, 5 people showed up. That's pretty good in my opinion. Hold on. There you go. So, that's basically it. I wish I had an outro for this, but I gotta thank everybody for coming. For everyone that wished it could come. One of those clamshell phones, the government doesn't trace where you go. Hold on, man. I can't seem to figure out why I can't send the link here. Fucking hell. Oh my god. When the hell did this happen? I really need to learn how to reuse StreamYard so I can have a little bit more smoother interaction with it compared to what I have today. But hey man, long time no see, Joseph. I haven't seen you in any of my chats in a while. You've been working too hard on the coal mines underneath Hollywood. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know how I don't know how Trish does it. I don't really know how to use OBS, and man, I don't have the time to learn that kind of shit. Restream I can learn on the fly since everything's a little bit more easier. I just need to learn what I have to pay for because it's like $44 a month to use the full service. But I don't understand why is YouTube doing this. Give me a second. I don't have your email on my PC. I usually just send it to you uh, through the email on my phone. Is it showing up? Oh, wait, isn't that the same email? Fuck, it's not showing up. What the fuck? Isn't that the same email I've been contacting you with? Or is this a new one? You still have my old email. And my email is not old. Give me a second. Okay, so First Liberties podcast. Okay, no wonder I couldn't fucking reach you, you fucking commie, you bastard. Give me a second. You're not at work, are you? First Liberties podcast. I think I can send it to you. Okay, so I can send email. Fucking hell. Pain in my ass. This is so fucking terrible, dude. Give me a second. I hate when you make me use fucking Internet Explorer. I think this is. Oh no, this is Edge. Give me a second. Where's my email? God damn it, man. This is too much work. No, I'll do this some other time, because for God's sake, dude. Yeah. Fucking, yeah. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Jesus Christ, this is just ridiculous to get on just to send a fucking email, dude. You gotta be kidding me. Man. Let's see, you say... Give me a second. I can't fucking type it anymore. What's going on? First Liberties podcast at Gmail. Okay, cool. Let's fucking send it already. Jesus. Alright, I sent you an email, man, so I'm gonna wait like a couple minutes. We can have a small chat and be done with the night. That's if you want. Oh, heat advisory. Fucking Christ, man. What a fucking computer I got. Let me know if the link works. For God's sake, man. It's what I needed. Cables everywhere. Joseph.
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
What's up, man? You blazing motherfucker. It's hot as hell over here in Common, California. How are you doing?
It's not even that hot.
Dude,
You're 10 whole minutes away from me. I have the same weather you do. It's not hot.
Well, I have to shut off close all the windows because I don't want
You're being a weenie. It's not even that bad. It's not bad.
I know it's not bad, but it's bad inside the room. Once I open the room, it's like it'll be a winter wonderland. And my water hold on, where is my water? There you go. Hey man, how you been? It's the first time we're talking like
Actually is, yeah. Yeah, it actually is. Now that I think about it. It's always one of us with the microphone. Yeah, I just realized that.
Yeah, Yeah, you.
Well, I hate it here. I'll see you next time.
Yeah, it won't be long. It's 9:00. Oh gosh.
I'm just
I gotta
sitting
go to
around.
Norco tomorrow.
You on where?
I gotta go to Norco.
Oh, with DMV?
No, it's the Amazon thing. I do Amazon Flex.
Fuck Amazon, dude. I'm done working there.
Yeah, well, it pays my bills,
Did you already? Well, you been working there?
For the past, I think, 2 years now. Yeah, well, it's a gig job. It's not like I'm an employee or anything.
It's not like you're an employee. Wait, what?
Yeah, it's like Uber. It's just you do jobs that Amazon doesn't want to pay other people to do.
All of them? They don't
Yeah,
want to pay nobody to do nothing.
Yeah, they don't want to pay taxes, and then they call us lazy fucks.
Dude, that place was fucked. I worked at the one in Moreno Valley, dude. You saw some dumb shit there. You can get strap-ons for dogs.
Oh, I remember that being on the news. Yeah. Oh,
We were mailing that shit out. We didn't think it was real. But yeah, then we get them in the box. Well, oh shit, it's real. You got the dog with the whole thing on.
Yep.
It's fucking stupid. That.
Yeah,
But
it's not as bad as watching you play Marvel Rivals and hating the whole thing.
I don't hate the whole thing. I hate most of it.
Oh god, dude, you gotta talk to her about getting some fucking do some variety for God's sake, Jesus.
For some reason, they insist on that wheel. And that's the only time I get invited.
Yeah, the torture on that wheel.
I know, and what did you say? Let's to get people to play other characters. I'm thinking, why? I hate them all. It's really not. So look, I've never seen a game with so much cool stuff that's just so boring to play because it's so everybody's slow, everybody dies easy. That's the thing. You need your healers, but the reason you need your healers is everybody's slow, and you have fucking 5 or 6 health packs for the whole map. You need more, or they need to come back more frequently. There's got to be something like that. It's just the game needs adjustments to be more interesting. Otherwise, it's not. What's up? Well, I'm saying it's not a bad game. I don't think it's. Yeah, I don't think you should hate it, but I really don't love it.
I can hear it in your voice.
I really don't. I don't love it because it's like I said, it's got a lot of good stuff. Like it's just really cool how they made everybody unique. But then it's so slow, and then you have to wait 10 seconds before you respawn, and then you have to run all the way back, slow as fuck, to your fight. That's why it's just boring. That's why it just speed things up. It would make the game way more interesting. All they have to do is speed people up. It's the only thing you have to do.
Even the people that fly are slow as fuck.
The flyers are the slowest ones. Usually.
Christ,
they are, though. Those are the most boring one. Iron Man is the most boring one. He's got 2 buttons, dude. That's it. He's got 2 buttons. He's got a beam and tiny rockets. That's it.
Yeah, that's what they all say about him.
He's boring.
Yeah, dude, I get. They're made by the same people that made the whole Overwatch game, and that also has the same problem. They call it nobody in that game can run. It's just sprint for some reason. It's not even a good sprint either.
Well, we don't even have that. We don't even have a sprint option. And I spent, I think, 30 minutes when I first played this game looking for it because I felt like this couldn't be right that I was so slow.
Yeah, I can't I can't get into that game. I'm not. It's a young man game these days because I can't. I don't have the time to be fucking wasting like
The young man's game, fucking geriatric over there.
I'm 36, man. It's like, give me some props here. God damn it.
Jesus Christ, you don't even know it's 9 o'clock. You're just at that age. You said it was 6.
Yeah, but you want me to play that, what's that, Cosmic Invasion or something that was called?
That's fun. You'll like it. It's cheap. It's only $20-something. I think $22.
Yeah, it's on the Game Pass. I could just play that shit on there.
Just play it. You're not going to be mad. It's you beat the fuck out of people. That's it. It's fun.
I guess. I mean, it plays the same as the arcade game, the X-Men.
Yeah. One. Yeah. And did you even like Shredder's Revenge? Did you even play that?
I played that one.
It basically plays the same.
The same
for the most part. It's the same guys, yeah.
No wonder they look similar.
Yeah, the exact same guys.
Yeah.
What's up?
They also made the Power Rangers one.
No, they didn't make the Power Rangers one. That one stunk.
Oh man, I had high hopes for that one. Because I'm a big Power Rangers fan.
Well, actually, I didn't play it. It just looked kind of boring. It didn't look really good. It looked kind of boring. I thought the pace was kind of bad.
I'll give Cosmic Invasion a shot when I get a chance. Probably when it goes back on sale again.
Oh, the Amazon don't pay.
I usually like into a lot slower games. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm mostly into like a lot more slower games. You know.
I know you're into slow games. Here I am saying, don't buy a slow game because it's slow, but that's exactly what you like. Like something's wrong with you.
My geriatric brain just likes pretty colors.
Something like that shit.
Yeah, I just haven't. I like all the games. I like all the new ones, and like, I just end up like, when I buy the new ones, I play for like a day or two, then I end up getting back on the game I've already beaten like 16 times. It's like, oh god, why am I doing this to myself? I'm playing Spider-Man again for 2018 one. I already played that.
You're playing your lawnmower simulator?
Oh, that one, I gotta admit, and I hate to admit this, it is a pretty good game.
Your lawnmower simulator. Do you remember that from The Simpsons?
Yeah, it is. I can't believe it. It is a pretty good game.
But didn't you actually, I thought I'd never see the day, but then here you are, and you actually play lawnmower simulators.
I know. I mean, I don't understand it. I'm playing car mechanic simulator. I'm playing farming simulator. I'm playing truck driver simulator.
Until I met you, I didn't know there was a market for video games where you could actually make a hedge maze or some shit. I had to meet you.
Jesus Christ. I'm stuck at the simulation kind of games. And it's like, is this what I have become? Like, so fucking bored? Come on, god damn it.
You need...
It's a samurai game from last year.
Oh, Ghost of Yote? Was it?
Yeah, I'm like... Jesus Christ.
Yeah, well, that didn't seem like it had a lot going on. It didn't seem that good.
It was good, but it's just like, for some reason, my brain is... right now, my brain is all scattered. I want to play this. I want to play that. I want to play this. I forget about that game.
Do you walk into a lot of doorknobs?
See, that's why I like you, man. You're pretty good with the funny shit, man.
Funny motherfucker. That's why I'm getting paid for it. I wish I could tell you what's going to happen next. Well, all I can...
Trish is getting married again?
Again. Because all I know is there's a ballpark number right now, $5 million for this guy, and that's good for us. That was a ballpark, early ballpark. and I don't even know if that's probably not the final number. Like, he's a guy that's been around for a while.
Well, hopefully you get it.
No. Well, we're gonna sell it this year.
Good.
We should have already been in production. But yeah, it's a lot. Stuff I shouldn't be saying here, even though no one watches this. I know no one watches this, but
yeah, I know. Just we only got one, and that's you.
you're right. That's funny.
I had like 5 people, then you showed up, and everybody.
And then
left. What the fuck?
Honestly, I think I killed Tristan's audience. I really do think I did. Because she had
an audience.
Dude, her channel used to be huge. Her channel used to be huge. It was well over 100,000 subscribers at one point.
How many live viewers?
How many live streams?
How many live viewers? Yes.
She had a few thousand in there at one point.
Yeah, what happened? I came in after.
I don't. Okay, there's a fine point I'm missing, but basically it had to do. She followed the Amber Heard trial. That's actually why she started her trial. A bunch of people who followed the trial and streamed online, they all got copyright strikes. And for some reason, that led to basically she had to delete everything she ever made about the Amber Heard situation. It was over 14 million views she had to delete at one point.
Damn, man. I did not know at the Amber Heard thing. I think I was on Saggy's. That's where I met Tris. That's where I know her from.
Yeah, they were both following. She used to go over to Tristan's. She went over to Tristan's stream a few times. But like I said, it fell apart. I don't know. I don't fully understand it anymore. It's been a while, and I don't remember exactly why. I just know a bunch of these people got copyright strikes. That they didn't make. Yeah, and I don't understand why, because some people did, some people didn't, and for some reason she had to go delete 3 or 4 years worth of work. So yeah, but then when I came around, the Amber Heard situation settled. Her channel wasn't monetized, so her channel wasn't getting pushed through the algorithm either. It was got less of that too. Yeah, it was a bum deal, dude. It fucking sucked.
Everybody got fucked in that situation.
Well, so what happens, she and I started doing streams for a while. And her audience, dude, they fucking hated me. Her audience did not like me at all.
I mean,
not one.
You are rough, like fucking sandpaper, dude. You're an acquired taste. I'm like, listen, man.
Oh yeah.
I can be a sensitive little bastard.
a little asshole. And it's just like, unlike you, I'm not an acquired taste.
Yeah. I'm an acquired taste too, but like, I like people like you. You're pretty cool, and we can go back and forth, and I won't, right. It won't be like. Won't be mean-spirited as a lot of people probably think it is. You and I are just busting our chops and shit and all that shit. Yeah, you're more quick-witted than me with a joke, and you're funny that way, and I like you. Like, when it comes with people like who I'm talking about from like Biffy and shit, I just don't want to deal with those kinds of people. You're cool, and like it's not like you're like fucking soft-spoken and shit. You're a rowdy motherfucker. You're the kind of person my mom told me not to associate with. You like collection, Joseph? What the hell is that? You just lose Joseph? Yeah, he probably just lost shelter. Probably phone died or something. Give him a couple minutes. I've got nothing else to do. Although this is a pretty good live stream. She's gone. Oh my god. Only on the Moonlight Drive-In, my friends. Only on the Moonlight Drive-In. I'm gonna give him a few minutes. I'm gonna go get some ice. Break the ice, my friend. His phone probably died or something.
Oh, good. You didn't get deported.
What the fuck are you? Are you alive, man? Did I come get you?
You're the one who said you went to the ice.
Yeah, I gotta get ice with my lemonade, man.
Yeah, one day I'll find an old stream and I'll show you. They fucking hated me. And the whole thing is she wanted people who, could hold conversations. And back then I was basically the only one that could do it. So then I was the only one who did. I was the only one that really put up a fight.
Yeah. You're a Rottweiler, my friend.
Well, dude, I don't like. Honestly, I usually don't turn it up. I'm never one to yell. First of all.
No.
But,
I mean, like you can't put up like you said, you can put up a fight. Like I mean, what I mean by like a bulldog kind of thing. I don't particularly like yelling at people. It's like
I'm not like
you gotta get really under my skin for me to start yelling at people. I usually just walk away.
Yeah,
because I don't need that.
basically the same with me. Yeah, if I'm gonna turn it up, this needs to be something pretty big because that's not usually how I do it.
Yeah, and basically this is one of the main reasons why I wanted to start doing my own live streams. I know I don't have like the audience size to reach. I'm a nobody, and I'm particularly like I understand where my position is right now, and like I'm good. I like having conversations with people that I like you. I used to have a couple other people that used to be on YouTube, but they're not here no more. And
yeah, it's a lot of work. Like I'm still trying to get started. And I said I was gonna.
I subscribed to your channel like a couple.
Yeah,
months
you
ago.
should be. Well, I'm trying to do a new video, but I got to do all these thumbnails, and then I gotta work on all this other shit, outros and shit, to make it look like a more cinematic experience. That way, it just doesn't look like I'm talking at you guys. But I am.
I like the bare bones that I have at the moment. I will improve over time. This whole mock-up thing I have right now is for just out of the blue. Well, I mean, I had this like for like 2 weeks, and I really wanted to do it today because today was my mom's birthday. I really wanted to do something like meaningful, and I would say for me today, because I didn't want to just be all sad on my mom's birthday, like I do every fucking year. And like you said, like I really like to have conversations with people who really want to have conversations. I don't want to be able to like just to talk to people and like it's just have nothing to add, you know.
Well, back then when I first came around, a lot of things were different. I think conversation in general is different. People didn't want it. They didn't want conversation. They just wanted to be the only one yelling.
Oh yeah, that was big back then. And nowadays it's run its course at the moment for now. It'll come back maybe like a couple of years again. But like right now, it's like I just don't really want to be arguing with people about movies and video games and shit. I don't know much about politics, so I stay away from that kind of shit. But I know where I stand with that kind of stuff. That's why, I feel about it the way I don't know if you're referring to Spiffy, but I really don't want to be. And I don't know. I hate that I keep bringing him up. I keep.
So you have all these drawings of a dead Spiffy in your room, just hanging on the walls.
Yeah, probably. That's a good idea
for
decoration.
That's a good idea.
Halloween. That's a good Halloween. Yeah.
Nah, he's from Texas. That's how they are. They think things that just don't happen.
Yeah, I don't mind if like if you're friends with him or anybody else is friends with him. I just don't want to deal with him. And if you ask me for my opinion, you already know my opinion on Spiffy. And it's like it's not something I really want to be sharing all the time because it would just make me mad, and I don't want to expend that kind of energy. I fucking hate him, and I really wish to hang him from a tree. But other than that, I don't really care.
I didn't know it got that bad.
Now, me, like if you really piss me off, and it's like I can be like vindictive. Not that I will act upon it because I need to feel threatened to do something stupid like that. That's just me being angry when I say something like that.
Oh, it doesn't have to be like that. Personally,
go ahead.
I wish there wasn't a political thing to talk about ever because I honestly hated it. I thoroughly enjoy the rights we have in the U.S., but the whole reason I took up an interest in this is because I didn't know the courts can pick and choose when and if we even have rights at all, and that became something that made me think I've been doing the wrong things with my life. I would have gotten more involved when I was 20.
Yeah.
I would have started a long time ago. But there are ways to fix it. It took me a while to learn what solutions are and think I can actually get involved and do something. But also, protesting costs money that I obviously don't fucking have.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing. I can't afford to protest.
Mm-hmm. That's what I keep telling my friends. Who look, man, I mean, it's no secret that I'm left leaning, But like, I would always get not to turn this into a political talk. I don't know why I did that.
Right.
But,
okay.
Yeah, it just happens. Like, but now we're not at each other's throats. So I'm pretty cool. We can talk a little bit like this. But like, what I used to have liberal friends, but they're like, when I keep asking me, like, why aren't you showing up to protest? It's like I understand where you come from. I support your whatever the hell it is you're doing. I mean, because they were gay, like gay rights and all that shit. I'm like, yeah, dude, cool. I'll support, whatever gay rights shit. I mean, is
Yeah.
that enough for me to from me? I don't really have the choice to be going out, like you said, to be out in
Yeah,
protest.
I don't
I
need
gotta
to
build
get
some
in
shit.
a parade for any of that.
Yeah, like
It doesn't.
I don't really like going outside much. You know, you want me to go out and protest for everybody else? You know, like what the fuck, dude?
No, look how white you are.
Yeah, like I remember they asked me like I think it was like a couple years ago, Pride Month, like, hey, don't you have any like Pride Month shirts you could wear? Like, what do you mean? Like, yeah, you know, to show your support, like, but you already got my support. What the fuck is the shirt gonna do?
Right. That's that's what it became. That's another thing. Like liberal just became gay. It's just that's all it is. It's things that are gay. And where's the rest of life?
Yeah, like I don't really like being pushed to like do something I don't want to do. Like, wear a shirt. Like, okay, if I want to wear a pride shirt, I'll buy one on my own fucking volition. I don't have to fucking ask you like how much of a fucking ally. You can't see me. I'm fucking quoting in air marks.
Yeah, these people fucking pushed it too.
Like, I don't really want to be doing this, man. I don't. I live in a Catholic household. For fuck's sake, dude.
Right.
Like, you know, Mexicans.
You don't want to
have
get disowned.
Yeah, no, it's not like we're gonna get an argument. I just don't want them asking too many fucking questions. And like, I haven't had a girlfriend since like, what, high school? And
Yeah, that shirt ain't gonna help.
You know, I went on a couple dates last year, like, and they're like, "Oh my god, you're straight." Like, what the fuck did that shirt? I'm straight all my life. Yeah, it's like I don't want to be pushed into shit. I don't want to wear stuff I don't want to wear. If I had a pride shirt, it'd be like, I just don't want to be fucking obvious. I don't like the labels. I don't like, the guilt tripping. I don't like.
And that
any
was
of that
big.
shit.
Yeah, and that was a big deal back then. Everything was guilt tripping. Everything was a push. They were pushy as fuck. They didn't want to take no for an answer at all. Like that.
That's why we're not friends no more. And like I told him, like, dude, you're being a little bit of a fucking bitch and a dick to me. And I've been friends with that guy since high school, and it's like you changed ever since you started dating that one dude. It's not like now you're like hardcore fucking retard, you know. I'm not afraid to say retard either. I hate when people say like, "Oh, you should say."
It's fine. I'm not liberal. Like you can say whatever you want around me.
Yeah, it's like no, I'm just saying it for the people who are the one person that's gonna watch it after this.
The one other person.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Momo. I'm a liberal, but I'm tone it down, dude. Come on, man.
Let's just ignore the words, dude.
Yeah,
it's just weird to me still. Like we got to a point in the world where people think you're one of two words. That kills me. I never saw this growing up. I've been in California forever. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what any of this shit has to do with anything.
Hell, people think it is, but like sometimes you do run into that stupid liberal athletes over there in Beverly Hills. I'm like, it's like partition over there. It's like I live over here, like Normalville, you know?
Yeah.
But like I got a job, I got bills to pay, and I ain't got time for this shit. You want my boat? You know, I'm all for gay rights and trans and all that shit, but like, that's it. You don't have to fucking woo me over. Stop fucking beating me over the head with it.
Right. You know? But that's just what it became. It's just real pushy. It's just a hostile movement in general. Yeah, and they swear on their asses. It's not them.
It's like I get where the rage comes from, but why is it directed at my ass? You know?
Because you were with them or you were against them. That was the problem.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, dude, like, cálmate, way. Fuck, dude. And no wonder he got kicked out of his house, man. I was like, he got kicked out of his house for being a violent little bastard. Like,
it's the that's the interesting thing is because after the presidential election, they just lost a lot of steam. They actually
Yeah.
they were actually screaming and freaking out on TikTok.
Oh yeah.
That shit was funny. Dude, me and your friend, we watched that shit for hours. Watched hours of TikTok.
I was embarrassed. I'm like, can't you just like get your fucking act together? And this is why you get made fun of. And then I get made fun of because I'm hanging out with you people. Like, it's like like pull your fucking pants up, like act like a fucking adult, and it's like move on. And you wanna if you want the other guy to be in charge or whatever, like pick a better fucking candidate, and, and don't be a fucking dick.
Kamala wasn't a wise choice.
No, it wasn't.
Like, period.
Like,
She wasn't.
She was, but like, no, man. You're like, are you fucking retarded?
Yeah, there were.
It's like, did you all like drink like fucking paint dinner while I was out and I didn't get the motherfucking memo?
Something shit.
Like, because something went wrong, and I'm like, like I said, like I understand, I'm with you, but this is not the fucking way you got to be acting, you know?
Right, but now they don't listen. So it was risk reward. It was sobering for them to actually lose the election. You know, to see that they couldn't just have their way all the time. I thought that was something that liberals needed to see. They can't just bitch until they get their way.
Yeah, I've been dealing with that all my life. Like, you have to understand, like, you gotta give and take and shit, man. It's like you gotta deal with the shit you've been given. You know, I used to live in. I'm not doxing myself, but like when I was born, I lived in East LA, and I lived there like the first 5-6 years of my life. I fucking me and my family went through the whole LA riots, you know? I remember those days, man. Those were fucking dark ass days.
The riots?
Like a fucking week. Yeah, the 92 riot.
Oh, wow, you were in that.
Yeah, so I'm like, and my dad, once he got enough money in 95, we moved over here in Whittier, you know? Like, I haven't looked back since, you know? It's a house. I mean, we're not in the best position now compared to back then, but it's a far better improvement from when we used to live.
Dude, nobody's doing well. I'm probably going to lose my apartment in the next few months, or maybe next month. Hell, if I'm lucky, I'll lose it in the next few months at this point.
I hope you don't. You know what I mean? My rent went up. I'm living with family, and I pay rent for God's sakes, man. I used to pay $500 like a year ago. Now I'm paying $1,000.
No, it's not even that. My rent hasn't even gone up yet. It's just I'm not making enough money.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have money to borrow. It's not going to work. You know, these agencies don't always get me. Well, because I'm working through agencies, they don't always get you enough work. Yeah, so I'm not optimistic. Not yet, not right now.
I mean, more realistic at the moment, yeah.
What's that?
You're more like realistic at the moment, and like you understand your situation.
Yeah. No, right now I'm okay. Right this minute I'm okay. I won't. Going into August, I probably won't. And that's the thing. I haven't had a real job since last August.
Jeez, I haven't had a real job since like I think 2015. I've been doing nothing but Uber and Lyft and Amazon. They pay well, and I don't have to deal with people. That's basically what I do.
I can't do Uber. I thought about it. First off, I just don't want the liability. I can't afford to put a camera in my truck just to show that I'm not messing with you people. I just don't want it. These people are looking for problems.
No, you're totally right on that. I haven't done Uber since 2 years ago, since I started doing Amazon. I like doing Amazon. It pays well, and it gets me out of the Whittier, more down south. I hated working in Los Angeles and all the upper area of like Malibu and shit, which is a bunch of pretty motherfuckers. You know, I like working over here in the desert, like delivering stuff.
I don't like the desert. I don't do the desert, dude.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I don't have to deal with like any people except for like the people that come out of the house to get your packages, and that's it. You know.
I thought about that. Someone told me do Uber Eats.
Yeah, they don't pay well either. Not at this time because it's so over flooded with people. You'll be lucky to get anything good.
I gotta do something.
You gotta do something, man. One of the things I also really, it's not like I don't have shame. It's just like I don't like.
I don't have shame. It's I don't think indecent exposure should be a crime, right?
Right? I don't like clothes. Yeah. I like streaking through the middle of the street. You know? Everybody watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like rich people. I don't like the thought of being rich. Like I ruffled a couple. Okay, not a couple, but a lot of feathers in my family circle. Like,
well, I'd rather be rich because then I wouldn't be wondering if I'm going to be broke.
No, I mean, I would like to be well off, and I'm talking about rich, and I'm talking about like obscene, like disgusting rich. It really I don't know why, but it's just it's the aesthetic of it, the look of it, the thought of it. It just fucking offends me.
I think you're saying it because you're not there. I think you're saying it because you don't have it. No one would hate to have all the resources they need. Nobody would hate that.
I just don't like the obscenity of it. I prefer. I know this sounds like almost, how you say, like a laugh, but I prefer like where I'm at the moment. If I can get a job that would pay well enough to just live comfortably, I don't really like the thought of moving up the income ladder to become those people. And I deliver packages to those people, and it's just like it really makes me want to vomit on their fucking front yard. This is what I think about you know. It's like a couple of friends asked me like, dude, why do you hate rich people? What happens if I become rich? Like, you become rich, motherfucker, dude.
Yeah.
Like you have.
You're lazy ass ain't gonna get rich.
No offense, dude. No one will know how to hire you. Like you don't have enough money to buy a lottery ticket, motherfucker. You rich, motherfucker. I think my therapist told me when I used to go to therapy. My therapist told me like it could be that I'm afraid of what I would become if I ever do become rich. And like there's no fucking possibility of Moon becoming rich. But it's like if for some off chance I get like I have a great uncle that died and he left me like fucking money, like I'm afraid of becoming someone I don't fucking like, you know. You ever get that feeling?
No, actually I don't. No, not in the least. Yeah. Money wouldn't do that to me.
Oh, I mean, it's not just money. Like, I just don't really want. I don't really like. That's why I also I had to step away from politics because I was becoming like a little fucking monster. Huh?
People are going fucking crazy right now.
Yeah, I didn't like what I was becoming because I saw myself in the mirror. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? You gotta stop this shit. And like, it's okay to be informed, but not get that shit in your fucking blood veins and shit, you know.
Oh well, that was something I learned, that the real reason they're not stopping is because basically whoever controls the court controls the entire legal system. So everything's about control for the courts, even though the courts aren't restricted much by law. That's basically what it comes down to. If you don't like your sheriff, you don't like your mayor, your governor, you just vote for a new one when the time comes. You don't have the same thing for the courts. And the courts, basically, they allow a lot of the corruption. A lot of what they do in law it's not specifically written so that this could happen. But that's what politics became. Now that people understand that the courts can pick and choose when and if the law applies, instead of fighting it, they're actually taking advantage. That's why it gets worse. It's only going to get worse.
Yeah. That fucking spiral out of fucking into the fucking depths of hell.
I wish they would. I liked life a lot better when I didn't think that our fundamental rights were subject to change like that, which basically means that at will of a simple majority of a court, and it's crazy to me. I didn't think it was that simple, but it is.
Yeah.
That's basically, yeah. But my phone is dying. I can't keep up to it.
Figured, man. It's already 10 o'clock. Almost 10 o'clock, so I'm going to call it.
You're out of Modelos.
A successful stream. Thanks, man.
No problem.
You want to have another conversation? I'm going to be making another show that is in a fucking movie.
So let's catch up. Yeah, let's catch up. You got my email. I'll see you then.
Yeah, man. You have a good night, and tell Trish she owes me one for not showing up today.
Well, maybe you tell her tomorrow. I think I don't know. We'll probably be live this week. But yeah, see you around.
Yeah, man. You have a good night, man.
No.
All right. Well, that went somewhere pretty quickly. Not that I didn't like it. It was pretty good. That's one of the main reasons why one of the main reasons why I wanted to do this. Just random shit. We were talking about movies and all that stuff, but then we went off, just hanging around. And hopefully, like I said, this is a successful stream. I love it. And thanks to you all for showing up. Thank you, Joseph, for having this pretty cool talk. And hopefully we will have some more down the line. And I will keep you all informed about the other shows that we'll be doing once I get format done. So, this is Moon. Thanking you all. Have a good night and drive home safe.